Hi guys and girls. Well, as you can see from the mess on my bench here, I've been having another go at doing these logos, and what I found out the problem is the photo film that I was using is basically crap. It's got too many defects in it where it's on a roll, and I've watched a few videos on this, and most of them suggest you should use the stuff that is supplied and comes flat sheet, which is what I shall do next. So what I've been doing is being very picky and choosy on what parts I use, and I've actually managed to get a decent one for the Venusberg. It's got the red paint in at the moment. I'm going to leave that a few days to dry off before I clean it, and the Atlas one, and I think that will be okay. Again, it's got the red paint in, and we'll see how it goes. Yeah, it was just that horrible film. Now, whether this is helpful to anybody, I'm doing this printing because I'm using inkjet printer and not a laser printer like most people suggest. This is inkjet transparent film. It's not completely transparent, but what I've done, there's actually two sheets here. I've actually printed them in reverse, so when I stick it on, I know it's only really thin stuff and it really doesn't make a lot of difference, but when I stick it on, that print is right against the photo film, so there's going to be no light leak under the thickness of the film. I'm probably over worrying on that, but I thought I'd do it that way. And because it wasn't completely blacked out, it wasn't dark enough, I actually printed off two bits the same and then just lined them up and stuck them together, and they line up fine. So it's double the thickness, double the darkness, and that seems to have worked well. I've got the fine lettering that you can see for the Atlas. That fine lettering, it came out quite well. So that was a big help doing that. So that's the old Atlas tag that I had left, the original one that came with the machine. It was just printed. Not much good. I've not had any luck with the Moses one yet. That one I've tried a couple of times, and the film bit I've been using has got a tiny little flaw in it, so there's just a speck missing off of one of the letters somewhere. So I'll keep trying with that. I'm sure I'll find some decent film for it. But anyway, today, Sunday, you've just had the FNF20 out Friday, and yesterday, Saturday, I went out to a field banger racing event and met Malk of Lincoln. He come over, and it's in my local town in March where I live, and it was a laugh. I'd never been to anything like that before. Never been to banger racing before, but this field banger racing was just a right laugh. So I'm going to show you a little clip of that. It was just, you get the start and then it's just a dust cloud. You can't see anything of the race. I'll show you that. You might find it a bit interesting. But yeah, that was interesting. It was nice to meet Malk. Nice to say hello to you, Malk. I'm sure you'll be over many more times to come to these events, so I'll catch up with you again sometime. I had to leave a bit early yesterday because my little one had to go to the opticians, but I'll catch up with you again, Malk. It was nice seeing you. Hi guys. Well, as soon as I've been doing that Myford vice on the vertical slide, I've now got the vice as well. That's turned up. But if I'm going to consider doing any kind of milling on this machine, I need some way of holding some milling cutters, and it's not suitable to hold them in the chuck. So what I've been doing is I've been making a taper to fit the taper of my spindle, and I didn't want to film it because I knew it was going to be a long process, and it has been, but I'm getting various sort of wear all the way along, a bit down the bottom, a little bit in the middle, a bit at the top, and after lots of faffing about, this is the best I've got, and I think I might just use some like a very fine grinding paste and try and lap them in together now. That's not a Morse taper of any type, I don't know, it's some strange taper. I thought it could have been a 4.5, but it doesn't even figure out to be a 4.5. So I've made that. I've also ordered some Morse taper 2 reamers for cutting the Morse taper reamer inside of this sleeve. So that's what I'm planning on doing, and then I can get a collet chuck that will fit in. So that is actually in there, quite nice. Just get that out. Yeah. That is tight. Am I going to get it jammed now? Takes some getting out, so I know it's in there nice and tight. So whether I need to do anything more with it, I don't know. Anyway, that's what I'm up to. But I'm unhappy with myself because I made a stupid rookie mistake. It's taken me a year to do it. I'm surprised it's taken that long. I thought I might have done it sooner, but I crashed the lathe. Going from the operations of having this in and then taking the chuck out, I was putting the back gear on to lock the spindle, just to spin the chuck off. It was never on tight, so that wasn't the issue. But what I did was I didn't turn it off, and I grabbed the handle, pulled the back gear lever over and stripped some teeth off my back gear. You can see that down there, and I'm not happy about that. I've got the teeth here. There's 5 of them come off, so now I've got to look at getting that repaired. I've ordered a cutter for it. It's that's a 10 diametrical pitch on there, and luckily it was only on that one. There's nothing else anywhere else. All these are fine, and the ones on here are fine. It's just them 5 there. Well, I guess if you want to ask the question, how long did it take an idiot to wreck his lathe? About a year's the answer to it. Oh well, never mind. Anyway, so that's what I've been up to. And this is the little knife advice that I got. So all in, and I don't think overall it's a bad price really. That's cost me £90 for that setup. It was 50 for the slide, and I paid 40 for the vise. Needs a clean, just like the mill did. Got a couple of dings in it, but it's a genuine Myford one. It's alright. There's only that slight milling mark on there. Slight scuff. That's alright. There you go. I'm going to clean that vise up. It wants a good strip. I think the jaw's locked in tight at the minute. So that's what I'm going to do. So there you are. That's where I'm at the moment on this. So I might try a little bit of lapping with that, see if I can improve it, but it holds in lovely and tight now, so although I can feel there's some roughish spots in there. I've got some very fine grinding paste on there now. I suppose I could run this on slow speed if I had a back gear that was working. Never mind. I can get it fixed, I'm sure. Even if I have to fix it myself. Right. That doesn't look like that's touched much in the middle, does it? Yeah, I think I can feel. I'm not quite sure. Carry on a bit more then. There should be enough paste in there. Right, incidentally, the steel I've used is, I'm not quite sure what it is actually. I picked up a few of these, I don't know whether the red on the end or anything, but I don't know, was it hydraulic shaft off a hydraulic cylinder, piston shaft? Maybe. It seems quite hard. I don't think it's stainless. Well, I suppose I can soon test with, well, hopefully with a good magnet. It sticks with a magnet. So. I know it's not foolproof because some stainless will stick. I think in places this stuff has gone rusty, so. Right, it's time to wipe out this tape and see how we are. Make sure everything's off.